Natasha.
Debbie.
Show.
The show.
Welcome to it. Just two patriotic girls.
Learning about the world.
So please, don't take us the wrong way. Hi, everybody. Welcome to
The Natasha and Debbie show.
What happened?
You stole my line.
Okay, go ahead. Do your version. Go ahead.
Hi, welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
It is better that way.
It is.
Yeah, okay, cool. We're really excited about today's episode. It's a little bit longer than normal, but it's something that I've been wanting to check out for a while, and she found this video. It's only been out for a couple months. It's our guys over at Food Wars, and this one is U.S. versus UK military MREs, and that is something we really have been wanting to check out. You excited about this one?
I am so excited about it.
There's only one problem.
What's that?
I don't think we should do this video.
Why?
We have never been in the military. We have never, I've had an MRE once when I was a kid, but we've never had the experience of eating these. We don't really know much about them. Taste, stuff like, in general. I think this video needs something special.
I think so too.
You feel that?
I do. It's just kind of missing something. I've never had anything.
Absence of something. I'm getting red.
Red.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know what this video needs.
What?
A United States Marine. What?
Look at that.
That's not really who I think it is. Why? It can't.
I'm here.
He is. It is Gunnery Sergeant Brian, United States Marine Corps, retired.
Retired.
Friend of Natasha.
For a long time.
Very, very long time.
Very long time.
Hey, Brian. What's up?
Hi.
I am so happy you're here. Thank you for coming to the Natasha.
No,
and Debbie
thanks
show.
for having me.
Are you kidding? This is going to be awesome with you. So, you've had MREs.
Plenty of memories.
That's why this will be so awesome that Brian's here, because I tried one when I was a kid in school. They brought a soldier in when the Gulf War started.
Those were gross.
I liked it. It was an ice cream sandwich. Have you ever had one?
I've never had one.
Okay.
So if those were gross, are they better now?
They're much better now.
Okay,
That's
They're
good.
much better now.
So Brian has been, now you're retired.
Not retired.
About a year from the Marines.
Mhm.
But how long were you in the Marines?
22 and a half.
That's a long freaking time, guys. And as always, we say this to anyone watching, of course, any active duty servicemen or women and veterans watching, thank you for your service.
Thank you. And
Hey,
thank you.
Thank you for your service, my
Thank
friend.
you
my
for
dear
your
friend.
support.
Always. You know it. It's always here, buddy. So we couldn't be more excited to introduce you to someone that means so much to us. And Brian's got the knowledge here. So the Food Wars guys, they sit there, they give us the information on the video, some of the stuff about the MREs and things like that. But we have our own expert here who has, how many would you say,
Oh,
you had
my
no
gosh.
idea to guess how many you've eaten of these things, right?
Thousands.
Thousands. Okay. All different tastes and types and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a bit of experience right here.
Yeah, we have our expert. Brian is officially now, we're dubbing him this. We talked about it a little bit earlier. U.S. military ambassador to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Oh, nice title.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a sachet.
Am I gonna have like a shirt that says expert?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Cool.
Well, right now I probably
I'm gonna
have.
be the SME, subject matter expert.
I'm just gonna have a giant graphic now popping over your shirt. It's there. You just can't see it yet. Expert.
So I'll wear this shirt then.
We'll do that. But so Brian's
It'll
gonna
be
give
easier
us.
that way.
You're gonna give us a little bit more insight though, right? On
Yes.
some of the stuff. And
Yes.
so, have you ever had one of the UK's MREs?
I have not. I've only seen them.
Okay. So.
And more in pictures and yeah. So
And I've never seen them ever. So this will be a learning experience for all of us on the British side and of course, and even the US side.
Exactly. But at least Brian has a background of having actually eaten them.
Yeah. And so you can tell us if they get anything wrong and what else we may need to know. So we can all learn something thanks to Mr. Brian here. Mr. That's weird. Gunnery Sergeant Brian. Let's get
I'm
into
here for you.
just for me?
Well, for you. For
And you.
You.
I just can't.
Yous.
I'm so happy that he's here. You have no idea, you guys. All right, let's get into the video and check out the US versus the UK military MREs.
Calorie counts of portion sizes, we wanted to find the differences
large
between
box.
MREs and ration packs in the US and the UK. This is Food Wars.
Ew.
A
eat
U.S.
that?
MRE is manufactured
I love
and
it.
packaged by Warnick, Ameriqual, and Sopaco.
Alrighty.
and
Used
come
to
in
be
one
us, Blue
standard
Ash.
pack size.
UK MREs, or ration packs,
Sorry, quick pause. I forgot about that.
Warner
I thought
Company.
that name sounded familiar. That used to be in an
Warner
area where you and I
right
grew
down,
up.
yeah, right down the road from
Yes,
us.
where we grew
That's
up.
funny.
And I got a job there almost.
That's right. I remember that.
Was I with you?
You talked about it.
Yeah,
You
it was
told me
before I
about
met you, but I tried to get a job. They're making these, and I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Warnick.
Totally,
Oh my
totally
goodness gracious.
made right here in
Yeah,
the good old
Cincinnati.
city of Cincinnati.
That's crazy
How
cool.
crazy.
I totally forgot about it. And it's right by where I grew up. I could have
Yeah.
walked there
I know.
as a child. Well, not a child, but
I practice soccer right next to.
the field. I know. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah, I tried to get a job at that factory. It was hard, and they paid really good, but
Yeah.
didn't quite work out. Anyway, sorry guys. That's so cool.
as we call them, are produced by Vesti Foods and come in 3 portion sizes. The standard portion is this, a 24-hour ration pack. You can also get a smaller version, which is a
MRE.
12-hour ration pack. And our biggest portion is this.
That's a lot.
This is a 10-man operational pack.
Holy crap.
Which contains 10 of these 24-hour ration
Oh
packs.
man.
According to the Defense Logistics Agency,
So hold on. So they're comparing a 24-hour
I wonder
ration
if they have
pack.
to carry all that.
That would suck. Do you? Let us know. I would think not, right? They
I
wouldn't.
would hope not.
I mean, if they went out on a mission, they'd probably carry a portion of it, maybe.
But that's still a 24-hour.
That's a lot
maybe
of,
they'd
that's
take
a
the
lot of
smaller
food to have to
12-hour.
carry.
Oh, they could probably take the 12-hour one. Okay, so but they're comparing one meal U.S. to a 24-hour.
Right, and one
UK.
meal for the U.S. is one meal.
Right. So
So you would have 3 of those.
thank you for that, Captain Obvious. Gunnery Sergeant
That's what
Obvious.
I'm here for.
Did you guys know that one meal in the U.S. is one meal?
It's only one meal.
It's not 5.
Let's get back to the video. I love you.
the website, a case of MREs, which is 12 meals, weighs around 22 pounds or 9.98 kilograms.
But you're not
so
carrying
on
all
average,
that.
one meal would be roughly 831.6 grams.
The approximate weight of one of these ration packs is 1.75 kilograms, but we're going to weigh it
Just
to
a
see if that's
lot of
accurate.
food.
So the weight of our 24-hour ration pack here in the UK was actually 1.49 kilograms. This is a bit lower than the promised 1.75. I don't know
always
if
is
you're a
when they do
soldier
that.
in the field.
So you're
if this is
talking 3
actually a positive
pounds
thing, 'cause you've got
of
less weight to
food.
carry.
Is that what that
Or
is?
if you're actually carrying slightly less food.
1,400 kilograms or 1,400 grams is.
I don't know my conversions.
3 pounds.
So 1,000 grams is 2.2 pounds.
Okay, I couldn't remember that.
So 1 kilogram of food.
UK, our ration pack menu number 2 contains a chili con carne. We're going to compare ours to the American chili to see who's getting more.
Is your food better than ours?
Do you want more of that? I'm just kidding.
I do think I've lost a little bit in here. And if I were eating
Theirs
this
seems
straight
more
out of the packet,
orange.
Yeah?
tearing
Ours
the packet
seems
open
more
and getting
red.
better access, I could probably
Definitely
get
a color
closer to,
difference.
the 300 mark. So here are the contents of a 24-hour ration pack
Okay.
in the UK.
Wow.
In total, we counted 29 edible
Lots.
items, as well as a few extra
Ah.
bits, including tissues, sanitary
Wait,
wipes.
hold on.
We counted 29
What are beverage whiteners? Do you know? It says 4 beverage whiteners.
I would
Can
say
someone tell
maybe
me
that's
what
a
that is?
creamer. It's probably creamer.
Is it?
It's got to be creamer.
Could be creamer.
This is interesting.
9 edible items, as well as a few extra bits, including tissues, sanitary wipes, matches, and other stuff like that.
I want to know
We
what's in the
counted
gold
11
pack.
edible items in our U.S. ration pack.
So that pack
lot
right
less.
there is all the accessories,
Here
like
are all the
matches and
military
stuff.
MREs for the U.S. not available in the U.K.
And here are all the ration packs in the UK that you can't find in the US.
There's actually very few overlap of specific meals in U.S. MREs and the UK ration
Not
packs.
surprised?
Also, depending on which MRE meal you get, they contain different combinations of snacks and sides.
In both countries, official MREs are not available for sale directly to consumers. The menu number will give you a rough indication of what you're going to find inside, although there is a bit of variation. So what we've done here is lay out the breakfast and the main course options in order of the menus. In the UK, we were currently able to get hold of menus 1 to 10.
Oh, I should say really quickly. So they've said they're going to show us like 24 different meals, right? We're not going to watch all of this. You guys agree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay,
That's
this
a,
is-
that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's
we're
a lot
going
of
to do
food.
some editing, so you may not see the entire original video,
No.
us reacting
I will say there are 2 boxes,
Mhm.
a box A and a box B, 12 in each,
For the American side,
and
obviously.
they're all different. So you're going to end up having different meals throughout the time.
Okay,
that
so you don't
you're
get stuck with the
eating
same
them. Right.
stuff. So
Oh, that
kind of
would
like
be
what
boring.
he's saying about the UK.
And it sounds like the UK does the same thing.
Okay, perfect.
All right, we got the U.S. MREs. I think we got every menu 1 through 24. We're going to go through
Yeah.
the entrees and the breakfasts now. I want to point out that for the U.S. MREs, not every single one came with a definitive breakfast, and some of them just had something that was fruit or fruit related, which we assumed was supposed to be eaten first thing in the morning.
Now, all of these can be eaten either hot or cold. I guess ideally you'd have them heated up. We actually got sent this flameless heating bag.
I want one.
Instructions for use. This
Those
is
are
going to
cool.
go really well.
Similar
So
to
I'm
what
gonna
we
do it myself,
have.
And the food wars table.
I wonder if
Looks
they'll
like
show
a-
ours.
I'm gonna do a chili because we've already got a chili opens and I kind of know what they taste like. Filter line only.
That's just
Leave
regular
that
water.
for 10
Regular
minutes.
water.
Oh,
And it's the
that's
same
cool.
as, that's very much similar to ours.
That's pretty
well, it
neat.
works.
Is it boiling?
It's
I
boiling.
hope I've
Oh, it
sealed
is?
that well
Wow.
enough because that steamed up very quickly there.
And you
So
can
while that
burn
does its thing, I
yourself
guess all that remains is for
on
me to
these
try the
things
rest of
too.
it.
Oh,
Starting down here, remember our good friend the chili?
that does
Not
not
bad.
look good.
I would say as average as chili can be. I think honestly, I've never been in the military. I haven't done any service, but I used to camp a lot when I was a kid. And I do remember going on like sometimes 2-3 week long canoe
Oh,
trips
he's
in
Canadian? I thought he was
Canada.
American.
Couple days in, this is like gourmet. You know what I'm talking about. Like your standards change quickly when you're outside all day.
Food is
It comes
food.
to the cornbread. This cornbread muffin is actually like really good.
That actually looks good.
The cornbread actually
That actually
tastes
looked good.
just like
Like we
an
make it at home.
actual cornbread that you make at home. Like
Okay.
it's
Nice.
really good.
Can you and I go and get some of these?
Yes.
And like we film that for a future video?
I just want to play with
I
my
will
bag.
watch you all eat those.
Now I don't know that I want to.
I want
but
some of those bags so I
consider
can
it.
cook dinner.
You'll definitely get full.
Okay.
Breakfast that we got for menu 1 was pork, sausage, and beans in a tomato sauce.
Of course it was.
This is
Ooh,
like kind of an
pork and
iconic
beans.
British meal, I can't lie. It's kind
I
of
think
good.
you guys have it.
We're starting
I
off
don't know
strong.
that we have
Versus
that one.
chili.
Next up we have a pindi chana aloo, which seems to
A
be
what?
like a potato and chickpea curry. And then the final option from
correct.
menu 1 in the UK, meatballs and pasta. Do I have high or low expectations? for
Ours
meatballs and
is
pasta?
similar.
Is he just
Yeah.
eating these straight out of the bag?
I think
Okay.
my fear was that like pasta doesn't hold up very well when it's kind of submerged in a sauce and cooked for a while. And I think that's kind of come true. Meatballs are
Can you
right there.
guys tell
Menu
me
number
if
2,
you
shredded beef and
mix
barbecue sauce, but also
stuff from your MREs?
Oh, do you do that?
Well,
People just mix different things, that makes
so
sense.
let's say you get the chili,
Mhm.
right? And it comes with cheese or jalapeno cheese
Mhm.
or crackers. It might be too thin once you heat it up.
Okay, so add it
So
all in
you're
there.
going to add a bunch of other stuff to
Gotcha.
it to thicken it and
Be your own little chef.
make a nice meal.
Make it a little bit heartier.
came with seasoned black beans and tortillas. So, I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
you would do this out in
That
the
looks good.
field with no plates
I'd
and
eat
not
it.
a
Yep,
table.
that's how we
The
do it.
beans.
In your hand.
A military taco. Here we go.
A
These beans
military
are rock solid.
taco.
Does not look good, Brian.
The consistency is a little weird. All right, this one is the chicken and noodles with vegetables and sauce. Yeah, this
Ugh.
looks like a
Looks
can
like
of,
chicken and noodles to me.
chunky soup or chunky stew before you heat it up.
It's
This
the
definitely-
sauce.
Well,
that
yeah,
looks
you
kinda
need to
gross.
heat.
This,
You need
oh
to
my
heat it
God,
up
it's brutal.
if you have
had
time.
this and you couldn't heat it up for some reason. This is very bad. First potential breakfast: the applesauce with raspberry puree.
He's always
Now
honest.
talking here.
He is honest.
Ooh, applesauce.
Oh my God.
You
That
can't
does
go
not
wrong
taste
with
like fruit. That tastes
applesauce.
like
He doesn't
Applesauce,
like it.
sure.
He
There's
hates
fruit
it.
in it, but it tastes more like
He's wrong.
fruit flavored soda. This will definitely wake you up in the
Aw.
morning.
Then we're on to menu 2, and the breakfast is a raspberry
Look at-
muesli.
We add caffeine
with
to it,
milk.
I guess.
Wait,
Now, it
what
says
is
with
this
milk.
one?
Then we're on to menu 2, and the breakfast is a raspberry muesli
Ooh.
with milk. Now it says with
That
milk, but
sounds
there is no
good.
liquid in here. So I think what they've done is actually put powdered milk in here, and you add some water, and then hopefully that kind of turns into
We do a
some
powdered drink
rumbling milk.
as
It looks
well.
very
Whoa.
chalky and
But-
powdery.
That would be good, I think.
That looks like
I
a
wanna see
freeze
this
dried
once
kind of
it's got the
thing. That
water.
looks really good.
It does.
Interested.
Leave it to stand for a minute or so. But yeah, I mean, now that's looking a lot more like muesli.
still-
That's actually not bad. I'm quite impressed by that. There is like a slightly noticeable difference between that and real milk. Then the mains for menu 2,
I
would
still
think
try it
so.
though. Would you try that one?
It'll
Always
keep
trying
you
the
alive.
chili.
portion
It,
sizes
it
section.
sounds really
Not
good
the best
though.
visuals, but it's quite hard to make a nice looking chili anyway, so.
Yeah,
more
chili
about
never looks good.
It doesn't.
It's not spicy, pretty well seasoned.
But does it
And
taste
then menu 2
Seasoning
also
is
has a
spork.
Rajma masala.
That
The
looks
longer I
like a
leave this
spork.
one, I think this is the first one that has actually like a bit of heat to it. But not
Oh.
doesn't it? Just
Ooh.
like a nice warmth there.
Nice
This
effect.
hits close to home: spaghetti with beef and sauce.
Okay, let's see
Oh,
how
it
it looks
even
compared to
came
that.
with-
Well, there, that answers your question.
Yeah.
They still have
I
it.
think it's not meatballs. They had meatballs. We only have meat sauce.
Okay.
I'm
Breadsticks
still adding
were a bit dry.
Tabasco.
the most driest thing.
Which they took out.
These are so
Breadsticks.
dry. It's white chicken chunks. Oh no! It's just. Oh, God. Yeah,
Just
plain
white chicken chunks.
chicken.
So I have to ask you a question. What is the most popular one that everyone wants, that everyone would like trade for? Like, you have this one, I want this one, or is there
I would
one?
say chili mac. I was a chili mac guy.
Did you
So
trade for it?
I would always try to be the first one in the box to try and get the chili mac.
Where's
I'm
my
like,
chili-
Where's my chili mac?
What-
I'm gonna
okay,
get my
so
chili mac.
Which one did you hate that you would trade that away for if someone had the chili mac?
For some of the older guys that are watching, y'all know what I'm talking about. Four Fingers of Death, the beef frankfurters.
Mm.
They were like hot dogs that were like that long, and they
They
looked
put
like
that
fingers.
in one of those.
They were disgusting, horrible, nasty.
That sounds disgusting.
That sounds nasty.
Alrighty. Chili mac. I hope they show it then.
Chili mac.
I hope they do.
This is a sad moment.
He
It's
looks
just
so
chicken.
sad.
It's like a can of tuna.
So we got a beef taco filling with
If they
Santa Fe
only
rice.
had mayonnaise for it.
Santa Fe style rice and beans.
Not horrible. Decent seasoning,
See,
but yeah.
I just
think
mix
what's
all of
missing
that
for all these
together.
is the cheese.
Then we're on to menu
It's
3,
food.
and we have our
Eat.
first duplicate item. It's another muesli for breakfast. Now this one I'm intrigued by. One of the main options in menu 3, steak and vegetables with dumplings.
Ooh.
A classic.
That sounds
British
good.
beef
Okay, let's just
stew.
say it right now. Be
That
honest.
one,
What have you noticed the difference between the British menu and the American menu? Just say it. Say it.
more beef.
I think it just sounds so much more appetizing.
That's where I was going with this. And it's posh. It's like posh.
Well,
It is.
they're proper.
Yeah,
and
we're
they
not.
want better food, I guess. I don't know.
Do you
We
not
just-
want better food, Brian?
We want better food, but it's food in my belly, so I can do work.
I know you're not thinking of it from a perspective of, oh, this needs to taste fantastic.
It's
you're
not a
just thankful to,
5-star.
right? You're just
restaurant.
thankful to have something that's going to
I
work
don't
in the
need
elements.
Michelin stars.
Back to the video.
It's kind of one of my favorite foods. Having said that, I've opened this and it looks and smells like cat food.
That's
Oh, that's
nasty.
so-
Straight out the
That
bag.
looks like
Because
jelly.
they've had a kind of texture which permits that, but this one I think we're going to have to plate up. This
That's steak?
apparently is
Where
Wait,
is the
ew.
steak?
and
No.
vegetables.
Where is the steak?
Now, I started this section by saying that all of these can
Blink
be
if
eaten
you're
hot or
okay.
cold, and I do think that's true. I guess the question is whether or not all of them should be eaten hot or cold. And I think this
Don't
one,
eat that cold.
just immediately from the look of it,
Don't do it, dude.
probably needs to be heated up.
I'm
because
scared.
That would be heated
I'm
up, wouldn't
scared
it?
for them.
Our first womp womp moment of the episode.
He needed to heat that, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
Pretty sure.
That's not
Wah,
good.
wah.
Beef strips in a savory tomato sauce.
Ooh,
Marinara sauce
see
with
that?
meatballs.
That one's good.
Again, that looks
Meatballs.
good.
Noodles?
No, he didn't say
Sauce
meatballs.
and
did he?
meatballs?
He said meatballs.
Oh my goodness, look how little these meatballs are. Look at these little guys. There's no pasta.
little baby
just the
ones.
Meatballs.
Meatballs
Ooh,
and marinara.
Spaghetti-o level of meat flavor. Beef steak.
Hey,
Oh, this
SpaghettiOs,
is one
I'm
has
still a
noodles.
kid at heart.
And
I
this
love
one
it.
came with a breakfast that was grape jelly.
We're going to jump ahead slightly to menu 8 because that's where
Jam.
I've taken
Jam.
a hot
So if
take.
you don't know, jelly in the UK is
They
what we
call-
call Jello.
Oh.
What? So
Okay.
yeah, we'll be confusing them when you say jelly. Just say jam.
Jam.
Yeah.
But
I know.
it
It's-
looks like jelly.
But jelly is jello.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to confuse you. That's all.
Okay.
We're going to keep you straight, man.
I'm
We're
okay.
teaching
I'm
Americans
okay.
one at a time. We start with our military, and then we work down.
from. And the alarm has just gone off, which means it's ready to eat. Once it's cooked, just tear it along here, and then it's at the perfect height that you can then just also tear this and eat the whole thing. It's changed the consistency
That's
of
the
this
same
a little
as
bit.
ours.
I think
It's like a lot of
with
work,
the
though.
steak and vegetables, for example, I think that would change the consistency a lot, whereas
Yeah.
this has just made it like a little bit more runny, but not too bad. It was very hot, but that's still really good. I think this one I do
That
prefer
one
heated
still
up actually.
sounds
Brings out a
really
few
good.
more of the
That one I
flavors.
would want
A
to
little
try
bit
Oh, really?
probably the
flavor
most.
to it. That's really good, and I'm so impressed with this like heating pad thing.
He's excited. I would be
the
too.
heating pad, as well as just I guess warmed up meals. Thumbs up for me so far.
Macaroni in a beef sauce. Well, that's good.
Wait, is that chili mac?
Noodles!
Is that chili mac?
Chili
Oh,
mac.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
He hated it.
Vegetarian taco pasta, which
Watch it again.
macaroni
He said
in a
it's
beef
terrible.
sauce. Well,
This is
good.
Brian's favorite.
We got noodles.
It looks good.
And the chili. Oh, it's terrible. It doesn't taste like anything.
He didn't heat it up.
Vegetarian taco pasta, which is a vegetable crumble with pasta and taco style sauce. Is this supposed to be Zapple sauce? Who doesn't love applesauce? Again, wow, super sweet. With sugar, not high fructose corn syrup, so that's a plus.
And the last item from menu 3 is a beef burrito style filling with rice. Sadly, this does not come with any tortillas,
Aw.
so you can't make an actual burrito with it. There's a little bit more spice than anything else that I've had so far.
Does it
The
come with
texture of
anything
the
else?
rice would be improved by
No, I
heating
think
this one
so.
up, because the rice is still like a little bit al dente.
Elbow macaroni and tomato sauce. Granted, I know I gotta heat them up. Yeah, this one's all right. Mango, peach, apple.
Did he just not get the heated bag to be able to do this with?
I
And that's why
know.
he's eating them all
I think
cold?
I think he is forgetting about that. Every U.S. MRE has
to
a
be heated.
heater for the main meal.
So you need to eat that. So that would taste bad then if it wasn't
It-
heated, right? The way
If
he's
you
doing it.
if you heat it, it's going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
But then
I
it
would
comes
think.
down to time. Do you have time to heat
That's
it?
true.
Sauce. Like in the applesauce. This would be considered, I guess, a breakfast, or it's fruity, so maybe this you would have first thing in the day. Oh yeah, oh this is really good.
Oh,
Now he's
sorry,
gonna
Hey,
do it.
he's gonna
Water to
heat
this?
it.
finally.
Here we go. Real exciting stuff here in the studio. While we're moving on, so we got 1, 2, 3 heating up. The staff was able to make this thing work. I was not. I don't know why.
He needed
Moving
help.
on, we have a cheese tortellini and a tomato sauce.
Have you had that one?
That one I don't
Oh
like.
yeah, look at this. I got the
Watch,
whole,
you'll like it.
the whole tortellini right there.
Then we're on to menu 5,
sorry.
and we're starting off with another muesli. It's the third
Muesli.
muesli we've had in 5 meals. The variation, I think, is going to start to kind of run dry.
I think that's
Speaking
a
of
very
lack of
European
variation,
thing,
meal
muesli.
5 also
Yeah.
has another pasta bolognese. The different option from meal 5 is a sweet and sour chicken with rice. Good color on
Oh.
it. Nice, familiar
I don't know how I
orange colour.
feel about that one.
I would eat that. It doesn't.
And
I don't know.
I'm kind of impressed. This is
Wow.
pretty good. I'd say this leans more on the balance of sweet rather than sweet and sour. I think with the water chestnut and also the kind of like pineapple chunks, there's still some things in there with
My
bite,
mouth's
which I
watering.
appreciate.
Creamy spinach fettuccine with egg noodles, spinach, and mushroom in a cream sauce. Oh.
I don't know if I'd like that
Eat
either.
it up
feels
first,
like
man.
they're going a little. I don't say overboard because I figure you gotta have like a variety of meals, but doesn't like
a lot
a
of different
fettuccine with mushrooms and a cream sauce like after a
It's
long
stroganoff.
day of hauling stuff around and soldiering and
It's stroganoff.
exhausting
Soldiering.
job and carrying all the
Soldiering.
stuff and just be like, let's kick back with some spinach, mushrooms, and a cream sauce. Like, the most colorful one so far.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
that
feel
looks
great.
gross.
That's bad.
Feel good. Chicken stew. Oh, and then there's
Oh, what's this gonna look like?
There's another tear here to remove the MRE. Very smart. So you got a second.
Yeah, so you don't have to
spot
reach
tear. That's
down
really
in
smart.
the bag and
Smart.
burn yourself.
So it's easier just to grab the MRE out.
You're still gonna burn yourself. I'm just
Really?
telling you that
Package
now.
is hot, so it feels like this is much.
be crazy
I switch
hot.
it around a little bit. So they are
Mix it up.
still flimsy tortillas, but looks like they're chipotle flavored. Not
Those
as
look good.
gelatinous, I guess.
Have you had those?
Notice we have a lot of
Definitely
tortillas.
No,
He
but
did.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I like
that's
You're
pretty
mad
good.
that you haven't had those.
Next up is menu 7, which I don't know if this was deliberate or not, but
they're
appears to
doing
be
so
like a
much
fully
better now.
vegetarian menu. For starters, we have a vegetarian all-day breakfast. I think the main difference is that they've subbed out the meat sausages for vegetarian sausages. It's another one that seems to be like mostly beans. It seems very fitting that the British Army is powered by baked beans.
It's not surprising, is it?
I bet
The
that's
same
more
issue
fun.
as
Beans
before,
and
that the beans
tea.
are just like, I think, too sweet. One of the main course options in menu 7 is the rajma masala with rice, which I've again also
Ooh.
had. The one that I
Have you
not
had chicken
is
tikka
a-
masala?
Actually, I've had it here.
Yes, and I'm obsessed. They told us about it. I didn't even know about it.
Again, my mouth's watering.
I know. We
That
need to go
sounds
eat
really
after this.
good.
Vegetable and chickpea biryani. I like a biryani. For those who don't know, it's just
Oh, what?
like
Oh,
various things, sometimes meat, in this case vegetables, cooked down with rice and a bunch of Indian spices.
Never
I've
heard
had much better biryani in the past. I'm sure there are lots of people watching at home and recoiling in horror at the thought of this being a biryani, but it's okay. And I think on the whole, the vegetaririan menu.
I don't. Have you ever heard of that?
Moving on, we have the chicken
No.
burrito bowl, which comes in a bag
Burrito
and not a
bowl.
bowl. Sure, a lot of this just like.
Oh, that'd be my go-to. Warm that up,
See,
man.
you gotta heat this up, brother.
Brother.
And that comes with what essentially would be considered a breakfast, I guess. Apple pieces and a spiced sauce. So the entree
one's been
appears
around
to
for a
be
long time.
Maple
Good.
flavored pork
That's
sausage patty. Okay.
Pork
so
sausage
just
patty.
one block of yep.
Is it a McRib?
It is of course just
Yeah, pretty
this.
much.
Oh yeah.
It's
Hey.
like a Cliff Bar.
A meat cliff.
He didn't
bar.
like it.
Fun.
Surprisingly bland. A hash brown
That
potato.
looks like the
with
four
bacon.
fingers of death.
I actually thought it looked not that bad.
No. This
That's a hash brown?
is the most cat foody looking one.
Oh,
Menu
Warm it
8 is
up.
another
do have a
duplicate one. We
breakfast
start with
one.
another all-day breakfast. Then there's another chili con carne, which I've actually already heated up and eaten. And we have another beef burrito style filling with rice.
So as a soldier, who's someone who's been in battle, what is when you're you're hungry? Do you even care what the hell you eat? Be honest. You just want food, or do you I want sugar, I want carbs, I want protein?
I want food in my belly.
So you don't care what it is, do you?
Especially when you are hungry, you're going to be working a lot.
Right.
Like most
You're
of the
burning
time,
off a ton of calories.
You are burning. You're talking 1,500 calories per MRE. So you're at 4,500 calories for the day. By the time one, and you're burning way more than that.
That's true.
In cold weather situations, there's a whole other line of MREs for the cold weather.
Really? They make a whole different ones for it?
Are even more calories.
Really?
Wow.
You know what they should have done? Is someone like yourself and a British soldier doing this instead of these two.
Maybe
Don't you
we
think?
could get
Yeah, I
that.
had a soldier with him.
I think that would have been great. Because they would be,
Any
first
of
of all,
you guys want to do this with me?
let's make it happen. The power of the internet.
Come with Gunny.
Every ration pack in the UK also comes with 4 to 5 snack options. We've taken all of the ones we got from menus 1 to 10 and laid them out here.
Snacks. Our
Snacks.
US MREs come with
Yummy.
a lot of snacks.
Everybody likes their
Usually
snacks.
find 3
We
or
call
4
it
of these
gee-dunk.
in each MRE.
Hold on.
And
What?
It's a Navy term.
Navy term?
Yeah.
Explain.
Gee-dunk. So,
Is this family friendly?
pogey bait.
You're not
person-
helping.
Person other than Grunt. It's snack food.
He's
Your
like, you
chips,
just.
your candy, your
The fun stuff.
sweets, all your fun stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
various combinations.
So here we have a mixed fruit snack, which is like a fruit
They're going to be
puree
healthier.
in one of these handy little pouches.
First of all,
Those look convenient.
I mean, how
pouches.
bright did these look just compared to all the packages we've been dealing with this whole video? Like, I'm looking at these,
And
I'm
those
almost
are
like, wanna, like,
full-size
turn the saturation
packages
down.
you get in the store.
Yeah, but that would get
Candy
you happy
rings,
to
and then
see
you got
something here.
M&Ms, Twizzler nibs, more M&Ms, Skittles, Reese's Pieces. Very nice. Thank you.
There are a few different peanut options on the menus in the UK, starting
Peanut?
with barbecue peanuts, some chili
Ooh.
peanuts, and the classic salted peanuts.
Dried fruit, dried cranberries, raisins, and a trail mix that has a nut raisin mix.
That one's actually
Here
not
we have
good.
cheddar cheese
Not
flavor
really?
spread.
No.
Sounded
in
yummy.
the UK, if you're having cheese, you have like cheese and crackers. So I feel like maybe this is supposed to be enjoyed with some of these crackers.
With crackers.
down this end.
Down here, 3 different types of energy bars you can get.
Those look
I've never
awful.
heard of the brand.
There's
First
some
Strike.
similarities
Not sure
I'm
if that is a
seeing.
brand that exists outside the military, but you can get an apple, cinnamon,
Are
chocolate,
they good? Have you had them?
or cranberry.
I have,
energy bar.
but not any of
Oh,
those.
geez, look at this thing.
And they
Yeah.
look just like that.
He said a bunch of junk.
It tastes okay.
Next, we have a fruit flapjack. Flapjack in the UK is a mixture of oats, syrup, butter, and often raisins, which are kind of like packed together to make a nice, nutritious, sweet treat. This is an oatmeal
I like
block.
that.
I'm not really sure what this is. I'm
Oatmeal
actually going to
block.
open this one just out of curiosity more than anything. Looks like a sort of
Cookie.
Yeah,
shortbread
Looks like a
biscuit on
cookie,
the
yeah,
outside.
shortbread cookie.
a biscuit.
Yeah, somewhere between like a digestive biscuit and like a rusk, which for the uninitiated is like, I think, an oaty biscuit that's basically made for babies.
I thought
I
that's
feel like
what
I
that
used to
was.
steal rusks from my baby sister when she was
From
little.
my research, and I have looked up Rusk for something for one of your cooking episodes on Patreon. Join Patreon if you haven't, it's great. They're like the closest thing they can get in the UK to our Nilla wafers.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
there, I know a little bit.
Well, and they look like
They do
it's
look like
like
Nilla
a
wafers.
like a crumble
Yeah,
kind of cookie.
yeah. I'd try those, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Sorry, Annie.
Trail mix granola nuts, you got it. Packages of either dry roasted nuts. Man, they really sucked this thing dry. Look at that.
Geez,
Yeah.
there's
Same
not
with
much in
this
there.
one, the
Sucked the air
small
right out of it.
handfuls and jalapeno cashews. Recovery trail mix with pretzels, granola,
Those are all cargo
and this trail
pocket.
mix that has
yeah.
jerky in it.
things.
Want to mainline your jerky? U.S. government has you covered. Beef sticks.
Beef sticks.
Here we have a sachet of peanut butter. We have 3 different types of jam.
Why, do
that we
their
found.
why
We
does
have
your peanut
apricot,
butter
we
look
have
better
plum,
than ours?
and we have
Because it is.
This is an exotic fruits nougat bar. Here we have a sesame bar, which is basically just sesame seeds held together with melted sugar, apricot oat biscuits, a tropical fruit and nut mix, as well as just nuts, and
Just nuts.
Sorry. We have these nuts here in America.
We do have these nuts.
Are you noticing more of a
There's
variety,
more of
though? I'm trying to change the conversation. Are you noticing more of a variety, though, in the British versus the American in some ways?
I feel like there's more
Like international
I say
foods in a way.
wholesome
Yeah.
Calories as
Yeah.
opposed to we like our chocolate, we like our sugar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We get a little too much into the sugar, but
I
at the
think
same
But
time,
all of those calories are getting burned
I was
off
going to
anyway.
say, you need to replenish anyhow, right?
just fruit.
The U.S. MREs have an assortment of different drinks, both,
Ooh.
I guess, regular
Powdered drink
temperature
mixes.
and warm. So the first thing I want
I'm
to do
curious
before we
about
get into
these.
that is point out that we have 4 different, in the middle here, coffee drinks, hot drinks you want to, as you have
The
it.
coffee drinks
There's a
are
French
not
vanilla
good.
cappuccino.
I
Cappuccino, though,
personally-
come on.
Make it real quick.
Yeah,
So we heat up the drinks
I
before,
didn't
so
like them.
Here also
Do you
comes
like
the
coffee,
hot
though?
beverage bag.
I do,
Pre-added
but
water.
that didn't
So
taste
now I'm
like
gonna go
coffee. It
ahead.
just
It
tasted
doesn't
like
look like it's
sugar.
going to, probably. Want to see this.
Powder in here.
Oh.
This looks all right. Mix it up a little bit.
That don't look good, Brian.
Cappuccino.
It doesn't look bad.
Looks good.
Instant coffee.
It smells like when the VCR gets really hot. You can watch like 3 movies in a row.
That one to the drink options,
That's
which again, I think you
funny.
get
I know
4
that
of
smell.
in a 24-hour British ration pack. These all come in the form of powders, which you mix with water and then consume. They're also split into 4 different categories. We have just a standard drink powder, we have an energy drink powder, a fortified energy drink powder, and we have an isotonic
Well, what do they
drink
taste like?
powder.
I wanna know.
Having
There's a
quickly
cherry
scanned
one.
the ingredients of both of these, I'm actually not sure what the difference is between, say, an energy drink powder and a standard fruit flavor powder. There's no
Okay.
caffeine in the energy powders, for example. I think most of the energy is coming from the sugar content in these.
While that's cooking, let's see what other drinks we
cooking.
have. We got orange, lemon, lime, and grape.
Regardless of the type of drink powder that you're getting, they do come in a bunch of different flavor options.
Wow.
That's
I'm not sure
a
if any of
lot.
these particularly appeal to me. I'll try the Tutti Frutti one.
Oh, they
I
had
like
a
all of
cola
these.
flavor.
Sounds
Peach
pretty
iced tea
fun.
in the
Yeah, I was
UK
really
one.
hoping that the color would be
Does
like
the
a
cola
bright
flavor
blue or pink or something. But just normal.
Actually make it cola.
It's unlocking some kind of like repressed alcohol memory, I think. I'm fairly
Uh-oh.
sure I've drunk a cocktail to the point of oblivion that tasted pretty much like this.
So this is my
that's the-
French vanilla
That's the coffee making.
coffee.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Terrible. He's gonna hate it.
He should have drank it out of the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm not recognizing a lot of these words.
He actually liked
But
it.
yeah, this is nice. And the last thing we have here are beverage-based powders. So these had electrolytes in them. It's like energy drinks almost. And then these I think are just, these have lots of sugar.
Those are the ones that are
lemon,
more
lime,
like your
orange,
Kool-Aid.
and-
Okay.
These are the ones
Hence
that
the
are
sugar.
more
And
like
and then this little
your
stick, beverage-based orange
Gatorade.
type 3.
Finally, every ration pack in the UK also contains a bag of common items.
Oh, like your toilet paper.
We'll start
and-
down this end,
Exactly
where we have
like
some
us.
matches.
You need your
Then we have
TP.
some water purification tablets.
Oh,
I think
cool.
there are 6 of these
Yeah.
in here actually. And according to this, you can purify a litre of water per tablet. So it's pretty good. I like that this is in the essential items thing. We have some hot sauce. We have some
Essential.
It is.
That's it.
as well
It's very
as 2
essential. I wish they would
alcohol-free
put the
hand
little
wipes. Then you
jar
have 2
of.
tea bags,
The whole jar.
2 sachets of instant coffee, 4 sachets of beverage whitener. I
Yes,
think,
what
again,
is
this might be something
is
along the lines
this?
of they can't legally call this powdered milk, but it is effectively a
Creamer.
powdered milk substitute.
Powdered
And 4
milk.
sachets
Creamer.
of vinegar.
Our US MREs have
Tabasco.
these following accessories. First of all, over here, you've seen
They
it a
did
few
put the
times in this
Tabasco
episode.
back in.
The heating thing, the heating bags to heat up your food and your drinks. Saw this the whole time. The spoon. Freeze-dried coffee. You can do that
Bill's
into
brew.
hot or cold water. 6 ounces right here. And you have
I
your
wonder
choice
if it was
whether
done by Bill.
Splenda or sugar. Salt.
Barry
You
did it.
need more sodium on your food. This is a coffee creamer. Each pack of accessory comes with 2 pieces of gum. These are
Chiclets.
Waterproof matches.
Matches.
Spice
Really?
up that food a little bit. A little
matches.
bit of Tabasco.
That's
More Tabasco.
adorable.
Yeah.
There's a little guy.
I'm gonna use more than
A
that.
moist towelette and regular napkins.
No, it's not regular napkins.
Oh, here we go. You ready for this? It's
In
gonna
the
get brutal.
US, MREs were
Nutrition.
first introduced in the 1980s and were designed to be lightweight, portable, and self-contained meals that didn't require cooking or refrigeration. They were also intended to provide the necessary nutrition for soldiers in the field.
Early iterations of British ration packs actually used cans. It wasn't until the 1990s that these were replaced with pouches.
Each MRE typically contains around 1,200 to 1,300 calories, with balanced nutrition essential to supporting the demands placed on soldiers during military operations. Each MRE is said to have approximately 170 grams of carbohydrates, 45 grams of protein, and 50 grams of
that'll
fat.
do it.
As we've said, a British ration pack is usually designed for 24 hours worth of nutrition, whereas it seems as if the American ones are not. We can assume this because the average nutritional value of an entire British ration pack is somewhere between 3,800 and 4,200 calories.
Now here's a chili meal from before. We're gonna go through its specific nutrition. And I wanna point out that the bag didn't have anything on it, so I am learning about the nutrition of these in real time. The chili with the beans, 1 serving size, all this is 260 calories.
Okay.
And this single serving of cornbread with your chili, also 260 calories.
Oh, wow. Okay, never
Vegetable
mind.
crackers
Hold on,
are gonna
let's
be
get in there.
170 calories.
Wow.
And your cheesy spread is 120 calories.
Okay.
And the cheese-filled crackers, the pepperoni pizza flavor, 240 calories for this one.
Really?
And if you're gonna be sipping on your lemon lime flavored non-fruit juice, that's gonna be 130 calories for the whole
You're
beverage.
burning through all
A
of
grand
this.
total
Yeah, I know.
of this many calories.
Okay,
We've
that's not
selected some
terrible.
items which seem
100
to match
calories,
up roughly with what you'd expect to find in a
Curious
US
here.
MRE. Here we have the chili con carne main. We've got some
Wow.
crackers with the cheese spread, some
more
peanut butter,
calories.
and a fruit-flavored drink. The total calories for these items comes to 1,379.
Okay.
The FDA recommends that adults consume around 75 to 90 milligrams of vitamin C per day. Just 2 of these drink sachets is more than enough vitamin C for that intake. We are not getting scurvy anymore. We learned our lessons back in the day. Although it's also worth noting the amount of sugar that is in one of these. In a 45-gram sachet of mango and passion fruit drink, you will find 40.5 grams of sugar. That's 81% of your daily recommended intake just in one of these.
But again, burning it up.
And the difference that they showed in calorie counts, I mean, if you add up 3 meals from the US side,
gonna be more.
you're still coming into what they have in a 24-hour
So they're
pack.
very, very similar. In other
Very
words.
similar.
That's true. Because they really can't. Yeah, it's gonna be awful. That
Yeah.
24-hour versus 1.
I don't think you're going to eat one of those all at the
Let's
same
take a look
time.
at the ingredients of the
Right.
chili con carne in the UK. Beef, red kidney beans, tomato puree,
Hold my hand. You're
water,
not gonna like this.
onion,
Your
red and
hand.
green peppers, wheat flour, calcium carbonate, iron, thiamine, and nicotinamide,
That's in the
modified
UK.
maize starch, salt, spices,
Wait
spice
for it.
extracts,
Oh, man.
Not
calcium
gonna be
carbonate,
good.
and smoke flavor.
Not
The
gonna be good.
ingredients in here are actually all pretty natural without any real artificial preservatives. Our eyebrows were raised when we saw nicotinamide in the wheat flour. Thankfully, it's not some kind of nicotine, it's just another type of vitamin B3, aka
Yeah, niacin.
niacin.
This chili with beans contains
Oh, boy.
all this.
Oh,
Looks
boy.
like mostly
Propylene
normal
glycol.
stuff until you get to the bottom of the list there. Ethoxylated monodiglycerides. I have no idea what that is. I don't think I've ever had that in Food Wars before, so
Propylene
Propylene glycol. Yeah, it's an
Glycol.
antifreeze.
Okay. Well, hold on a second.
It's also an ice cream.
It's also to make you go to the bathroom,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So
So they're making you go,
Imodium
right?
or one of those.
Let's look at that again. Capsaicin is just cayenne pepper, though. Soy lecithin
Yeah,
is
that's-
not bad
that-
for you. Garlic powder is not bad for you. Da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, there's a lot more stuff.
Modified food starch. Yeah, it's gonna make your belly.
I mean,
feel
this
a
is
little
better
bit-
than most of the pre-bought store foods you'd get.
No, absolutely,
In the US.
absolutely.
Green bell peppers, so not bad.
if someone in editing can go ahead and say what it's used for, these have a minimum shelf life of 3 years depending on storage conditions.
Minimum
The
3-year shelf
storage
life?
conditions for these MREs, I'm assuming, were room temperature the whole time, so I'm feeling pretty confident that these
Okay.
are all not expired.
Similarly, ours have a shelf life of around 3 years, and after
Okay.
that, it's down to the
Similar?
temperature at which
Similar.
they're stored. For example, this chili was made in December 2021, and apparently is shelf stable until around 2025.
And how can these meals have
Very good.
such a long shelf life, you ask? According to the USDA, MREs are shelf stable because they have been commercially sterilized by heat in a sealed container to destroy
Pasteurized.
bacteria that can make it unsafe or spoil the food. Like food in metal cans, MREs can be kept for a long time, but not indefinitely.
The shelf
Right.
life of MREs and ration packs is pretty directly related to the temperature at which they're stored. The cooler the storage temperature, the longer they'll last. Rations in a desert temperature might only last a few months, whereas rations at room temperature or colder climates can be good up to 5 years. We're filming this towards the end of 2023, which means that our chili con carne, for example, is already around 2 years old. I've got to say, I don't feel great after eating them. However, I do think that's probably more due to the quantity that I've eaten rather than due to the storage
They
quality
did eat a
of
lot of
these.
food.
They
over
did.
The course of this.
1981, the US menu has changed about 5 times, improving the quality and the taste. It also has expanded the menu variety and now includes vegetarian, kosher, and halal options.
That's good to
There
know.
also aren't
Yes.
many changes in the UK. However, there was a recent controversial change. Chocolate bars were taken away from British troops serving in Iraq and Afghanistan because they kept melting in the desert heat.
Oh,
They
no.
were replaced with the much less popular peanut butter.
Well, that was a lot. A lot.
They
So,
covered so much.
yeah, they did. They went through a lot of stuff.
It was
There's
a lot of stuff.
So I have to ask you, anything surprise you on the UK MREs?
The breakfast.
Yeah, and the
The
fact that we don't really have any.
Right. Well, I mean, I'd eat the applesauce or something like that for
Right.
breakfast, but
But you'd rather have theirs,
I'd
wouldn't you?
rather have a muesli, and yeah,
Yeah, I concur.
way better.
I was a little disappointed to see we didn't really have the breakfast ones.
I'm interested in the porridge though.
Yeah, they all did
I've not
look
had
good.
porridge, so I don't know what to expect there.
Or
Is it
just
like a
your oatmeal.
homily? Is it a
Yeah.
To me, it looked
like
like
grits?
oatmeal. No.
No? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised
That's
we
very
didn't-
American.
I'm surprised we didn't have one that was grits or oatmeal
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
The U.S.
then
needs some grits.
Maybe there is one and they just weren't able to get a hold of
we
it.
need a full-on whole scale of breakfast meals like you guys have in the UK, because that's just not right that we don't have that.
Right.
But I thought that they all seemed comparable, though, as far as calories and things like
Mhm.
that, and even nutrition. There was a couple
Yeah.
more things in ours, but not like it normally is when they do these videos.
No. I thought they were pretty comparable.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, with calories. Some of the UK meals sounded more appetizing, whether they were or not.
Some didn't look it.
Don't know.
So
that steak one.
I was going to say that one looked
I-
nasty.
That looks
That didn't
like
look
the
like
thing
steak.
of nightmares.
That did not look good.
So is there any one specific thing that you could tell us about MREs that no one would probably know unless they've been, in the service, or something you'd want us to know about them? Teach us, Brian.
They are nutritious.
Mhm.
They keep you going for the day. There are favorites amongst troops.
Right.
And I've traded with Iraqis for
Oh, wow.
things before.
That's really cool. But you've never gotten the trade with a British soldier.
No, that would have been great.
Now you're
That
mad,
would've
aren't
been
you?
awesome. Man,
Get back in there and do that.
We'll get him back in. You can unretire, right? Can you do it?
can I re-retire?
Can you
Come out of
unretire and go
retirement.
back in?
Re-retire?
Re-enlist? No, I'm just kidding. We hope that you guys enjoyed that video, learned some stuff. Let us know if you did. And please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's episode.
Down
And
here.
that's really weird. Stay away from this area of me. He's doing this.
And consider subscribing.
Down here.
But please check out some of our content. Make sure you want to be a part of our family before you subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord, just for the fact that our
I'm family.
United States Marine
He came all the way out of retirement to come here to do this video.
hit the like
with
button.
us. Hit the
Subscribe.
like button.
Yeah.
Consider
I
subscribing.
had to bust out my U.S. Marine shirt today too to feel kind of cool. But again, thank you for your friendship.
Thanks
you
for
guys.
having me
Seriously, he is one of the greatest people to walk this earth. One of the kindest hearts out there. This is a good man right here. I want you all to know that about Brian.
Thank you.
It's true, and you know that. And thank you for your service again.
Turn it red.
I think it's the shirt. And again, thanks to anyone watching, active or veterans, anywhere, allied
Absolutely.
service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank y'all.
And thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Natasha and Debbie Show. If you want this guy back, this guy,
Have me back, please. I want to come back.
Let us know in the comments.
if you don't, we don't want to know. Just kidding. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, please love like jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.